So kite is very simple, children. Okay, kite is a sort of a what do you call a rhombus, which is what you call not symmetric. So a kite is something like this, and then what we do is, for me to make it easy, so I'll just copy this. Happened. This. So if I tilt this and extend it further, so this is actually a kite. This is a kite. Kite is a combination of two isosceles triangles, and both the triangles are not equal area wise, or not congruent as the right word we use. So in our case of kite, we will have the altitudes will also differ. Sorry, the altitudes will also differ. So we will have the base will, however, be the same. Right. Now, suppose this is my kite A, B, C, D. My kite has got two triangles. One is a small triangle and one is a bigger triangle. Don't try to draw it that way. The easy way to draw kite is like this. First make one crisscross and just join the sides. Now it will come easier. That is the trick to do the kite in a more symmetric manner. Okay, so if you look at the now let's design the formula for the area of this. It will be the area of the top triangle with the area of the bottom triangle, right? So let's say here this portion of the height is h1, this portion of the height is h2, and let this base be equal to b. So we are assuming that BC is equal to b. This is assumed, because if I write b there, you might get confused whether b is for full or b is for half. So what is the area of the top triangle? Half b into h1. So area of the top triangle is half b h1. What is the area of the bottom triangle? Half b h2. So this is overall the area of the kite. So now if we add these two, we can take half b as common and multiply it with h1 plus h2. Did you understand this? Now don't memorize. Have you understood how we got this formula? Half b can be taken common. If you take half b common from the first term, h1 is left out. If you take half b common from the next term, h2 is left out. So if you're getting a little bit confused in terms of the writing, okay, so Hare. So it's, I am taking half b as common. The first term is left out with only h1. The next term is left out with h2. And you need not memorize formula. When the problem comes, you do it part by part. Nobody is going to give you deduct marks from you. Thing is that whether you have understood how to find out the area. Charvik, any doubt? Clear? Up to kite? Okay. So your basics have been made clear. And now since basics are clear, we would like to get into. So when we go to parallelogram chapter, many things we will be actually jumping off because we have learned here itself. Okay. So we now start with exact problems of quadrilateral slowly by slowly. Okay. Are we ready? So what have we done? We have understood the special quadrilaterals, some of their properties related to area. What all happens in special quadrilaterals? We keep your eyes fed typically on the shape of parallelogram as well as rhombus, because they will be coming in the later chapters. Shall I go ahead now? So now, sorry. So we go back to our basics of quadrilateral. What did we learn in case of a standard quadrilateral? That if you add all the angles, the sum is always 360 degree, and any diagonal of a quadrilateral divides it into two triangles. That is the concept that we got. Okay. Shall we go ahead? Okay. So I'm going ahead and now starting back with quadrilaterals. So making just a rough quadrilateral, it's any shape. So let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D, right? The first term that you should understand is, what do you mean by adjacent sides? Adjacent sides. Two sides are said to be adjacent if they will share a common vertex. Okay, they have to share a common vertex. Share a common vertex. Now, what is a vertex? Let us first understand. Instead of writing, first understand what are vertices. Vertices, we have got 4 vertices. So if you pick up a vertex which is A, the sides which share it are AB and AD. So AB and AD will be known as adjacent side because they share a common vertex A. If you see AB and BC, they share a common vertex B. और ऐसे भी easy है. जरा देखो. Suppose common sense. I'll tell you common sense, and this will be very interesting. Don't look at the figure. AB and BC. Don't look at the figure. Somebody says, are they adjacent sides of a quadrilateral? मैं फिगर देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. क्या इसमें B है? Yes. क्या उसमें B है? Yes. They share a common vertex. That's how ABBC came, na? Did you get the trick? If you have, no matter whether you named it clockwise or anti-clockwise. My next question, is AB and CD adjacent side? AB, don't look at the figure, don't look at the figure. AB, CD, is there any letter which is common? No, वो adjacent हो ही नहीं सकता है. आपको figure देखने की, you don't need to see the figure at all. Let's say AB and AD, AB, AD. A is common. Got it? So you should share common vertex. Okay, let's come down now to something called adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Look, adjacent angle is so simple. Look at me. I am a side of a quadrilateral. The two angles on either of my sides are called adjacent angle. Adjacent means neighbors. I am a side. Okay, now my first question. Is BD a side? No. So BD can never be adjacent angles. Is AB a side? Yes. So A and B are adjacent angles. Is BC a side? Okay. For adjacent angles, the angles should always be in chronological order. Like A and D, A and D. You will say, sir, A and D is not in chronological order, but in a loop, it is DA, chronological. Just see. A, B, C, D. If you go by a loop, then they are adjacent. Adjacent ho gaye. But AC is never. Neither CA is chronological nor AC. In AC and CA, you will never get adjacent angles. AB, yes. BC, yes. CB, yes. AC, DB, because DB or BD are never chronological. C is jumped in between. Have you understood adjacent angles and adjacent sides? Now come to opposite angles. Opposite angles are always jump overs, the diagonal angles. BD, BD and AC. So you have understood that also. Angle sum property we have already discussed. So shall we go ahead? My dear children. Okay, take out your book. Adjacent angles. Okay, look at me. Look at me. I am a side of a triangle. The two angles on these two hands of mine are adjacent angles. So adjacent angles will be all letter-wise chronological. AB, BC, CD, again DA, AD, that way. Okay? So before we move to parallelogram, we have got very less time. I have nothing to do here. This exercise involves problems only from chapter called Quadrilaterals. So we started bottom up. Bottom up. I'll tell you which all questions you will do now. Okay, let's start from question number 3 onwards. Question number 3 onwards. Okay. Prove that the angles of a quadrilateral are 360. I have already done this problem when we started the chapter. Now will you be able to do how to prove that the angles of a quadrilateral, how to write the problem? That is more important. So look, how will you write this problem? They have said, prove that the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Now look at me. When we do these problems, your first thing is to draw a figure. Draw just an irregular quadrilateral. We have drawn this, okay? And you name it in either cyclic or anticyclic order. So it can be PQRS. Okay, PQRS. Now, how we do proof problems? This is more important. Pay attention on. So we will write first always our given data. Given, we will write quadrilateral PQRS. To prove, when you write to prove, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle S is equal to 360 degrees. Now, you can't prove this without making a diagonal. You have to make a diagonal. So what do we say? Next step comes construction. Always write construction. Then your habits will be good for 9 and 10. Construction, join AC, or not AC, here it will be what? PQ, PR will join PR. Join PR to be the diagonal. Whenever you are joining by construction, usually always we will use dotted lines to show that this was not a part of the original diagram. Okay. This is not a part of the original diagram. Once you have done your construction, then starts, children, your proof. Now you are going to detail your proof. So how did we prove it? We'll first write consider triangle. Which triangle we'll consider? PQR. PQR. So what can you write here? We will write angle RPQ plus angle Q plus angle PRQ is equal to 180 degree. Why is it 180 degree? You are in a court now. You are in a court. So reason is very important. So we will write the reason as angle sum property of a triangle. That's it. Fine. Then you can write, if you want to reduce your writing, put this double LY. Double LY stands for similarly. You can write similarly. Write down. These are shortcuts of geometry. You are allowed to use. Double LY. Write it separately so that you remember. Double LY. Some of the symbols that you should know. Some of the symbols that we should know are what? Double LY stands for similarly. Write it separately. Plug point stands for therefore. Therefore, ulta plug point stands for since. Okay. And one V with one mark like this. V with a crossover. This means for every. For every. For every. Then you can also put one this symbol. E with a curved E belongs to. Sets chapter. Very good. We use it in sets chapter. Excellent. Belongs to. Belongs to. Similarly, since, therefore, for every. इसमें हमारी writing घट जाती है. Your writing load reduces. Agreed? Can I go ahead? Keep this in your hands and your teacher will also feel that this bacha knows how to do problem. So similarly, we'll write for triangle SPR. Now when you are writing for SPR, at that time what we will do, children, we will do it in such a manner that, okay, we will do it in such a manner that this particular angle comes exactly below this angle, then the addition becomes easy. End of the day, we have to add, right? So I will write angle RPS plus Q's opposite is angle S plus PRQ's adjacent, another angle will be angle PRS equal to 180 degree. Now here you need not write again angle sum property because you have written similarly. And one stylish thing that we will do is we will put this as expression 1 or A, and we will put this as expression B. Then what we will do, we'll write A plus B. So you add left hand side, you add right hand side. Your job becomes easy. Have we understood? Okay. So our next step will be, we'll write A plus B, means you are adding the two statements. So allow me to make it a bit smaller, otherwise I won't be able to write. Okay, so after that we add A plus B, and once we add A plus B, how do we write it now? Exactly, we'll add these two. So we write angle RPQ plus angle RPS plus angle Q plus angle S plus angle PRQ plus angle PRS is equal to 360 degree. You are adding the left hand side, you are adding the right hand side. Have you understood? Now if you look at these two, look at these two angles and these two angles. This is nothing but angle P plus angle Q plus angle S, and what is this? This is angle R is equal to 360 degree. Proved. Write the word proved. That's it, you're done. Did you understand the trick? You have to write less, yet not miss out on your main points. Practice this writing habit. This is very important in geometry, the way you present your problem. ठीक है बच्चा? Can you now go ahead with the next problem? थ्री कर लिया ना हमने, आगे चलिए 4 कीजिए, खुद करने की कोशिश कीजिए, नहीं होता है तो मुझे बुलाइए. ओके, इफ यू आर अनेबल टू डू कॉल मी. 3 I have done for you. 4 is what? If it is ratio, then you know how to do. Ratios are all taken as what? XX, XX. And addition of all the angles is how much? 300 and जो भी है, आया ना करना, वो ज़्यादा important है. Let's do that. Can I have a textbook, please, so that I can see? Thank you. Number 9. So what's number 9? Number 9 is very easy. Number 9. So number 9 has got so let's go by number 9. Number 9 has got, sorry, straight line. Then it has something like this, it has something like this, and you also have 100 degree, which will be a little bit more than 90. And then we close this, and then there is a triangle formation in between also. Okay, and the measures are 60, 100, and the nomenclature is A, B, C, D. This is 100. This is D, which is 60 degree. Okay, so right, fine. So number 9. In the adjacent figures, bisectors of angle A and B meet at a point P. So we will first write our given data. Always follow this procedure. Given, we have quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, then we have, this is our first given data. Number 2, these are bisectors which meet at angle P. So we'll write AP and BP are bisector. AP bisects angle B, and number 3, BP bisects angle, no, sorry, angle A, and this will be angle B. Angle A, angle A, and this bisects. Mishka, itna samajh mein aaya? Have you understood this part? Okay, so this is there, and then they will find the measure of angle APB. To find angle APB. So APB, first let us mark what is to be found out. APB, this angle is to be found out. That's very easy. So first what we will do is that you can also write one more line, that angles are named as shown in figure. This will make your job easier. What do you have to show the angles? So you will write this angle as X and this angle as X. This is Y and this is Y. Why did I write Y? Because it is written that they are angle bisectors. Are you getting it? This angle, since this is an angle bisector, this angle should be equal to this angle and this angle should be equal to this angle. However, these two angles may not be equal to each other. That's why I've written XX, YY, right? Okay, fine. Children, so now we consider quad. Consider the quad what? ABCD. Can I write 60 degree plus 2x plus 2y plus 100 degree equal to 360 degree? Can I write this or not? Right? So from here, can I write 2x plus 2y? Now I will jump steps. 100 minus 360 minus 100 is 260 and another 60 gone is 200. So can I write x plus y equal to 100 degree? Can I write this and keep this as statement A? Am I allowed to do that? Okay, from here, beta, since my page area is limited, I'm moving here. I hope you don't jumble that up. I've moved from here to here. Next step, okay? And next what I do, I consider triangle APB. Okay? Now can I write here whatever is to be found out? Angle APB plus x plus y is equal to how much? 180. What do we write here? Angle sum property of triangle. X plus y is already given to us. Angle APB, this part we already know from A, this is 100 degrees. You understood? This is from A. You write from A. Mishka madam, did you understand this step? So now what? Now we have to find angle APB. So angle APB is equal to 180 minus 100, which is 80 degrees. Nobody is going to give you a Toblerone candy on the spoon and feed it into your mouth. You have to unwrap the candy, take the spoon, eat it, wash the spoon and keep it. Yes. Yeah, one by one, yes. FRG? Where have I written? Where FRG? As named in figure. The way I have named it in figure. Okay. वो हिंट देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Half angle A, obviously, angle A plus angle B, angle A plus angle. तुम लोग ना, इसलिए तो बोलता हूँ हिंट मत देखो तुम लोग, you go by hint. What is great thing? We'll go by their thing. Don't you think 60 plus 100 plus A plus B equal 360? You agreed or not? A plus B is equal to 360 minus 160, 200. A plus B. Abhigya equal to monkey. Monkey. Half Abhigya equal to half monkey. Okay, better way. Abhigya equal to 2 monkey. Half Abhigya equal to, listen my question, Abhigya equal to 2 monkeys. Half Abhigya equal to 1 monkey. A plus B 200. So half of A plus B, if you divide this side by 2, don't you divide this side by 2 also? Moronic question. So half of A plus B is how much? 100. And they will do that. Half of A plus B means what? X plus Y plus this. So 100 plus this 180. Either way you do, you'll get the same answer. But I don't like seeing hints. Hints are seen by people who are cowards. गरीब्स, गरीब्स जो बहादुर होते हैं वो अपना रास्ता खुद बनाते हैं. Gariebs will take hint. Don't take hint. No, see, acha. Another way to look at these problems. Children, look at me. This is a problem on twist chapter, quadrilaterals. What are the arms we have so far in us? The polygon laws we have and the angle sum property. Therefore, a question at this stage cannot involve a trick apart from the polygon laws, and usi mein hi question hai. If you are unable to find, means you are not thinking. But that's the armory. Angle sum property, you are seeing it as angle sum property, but this is what sum of all the angles of a internal angles of a polygon, where the polygon is 3. That's why it is triangle. इतना ही तो हमने पढ़ा ना. तो जितने dishes we will be making, these are the vegetables in our fridge. All the dishes have to be prepared from these vegetables. There cannot be anything more than there. Always remember like that. So start thinking. They have asked you to make a vegetable tabla ka tobla. You don't know. But that has to be made from those in the fridge only. Rather than, what you do is that you all concentrate on the vegetable name, dish name. Now, go inside the fridge and see which formula can now fit the question. And your answer will come out. This question can be solved only on the basis of, first thing I see a triangle, the angle sum property of a triangle, or else we see what? We see some formation of quadrilaterals. Have you understood? Are you fine? Anyone has any query now? Has everyone been able to do all problems? Okay. Now, we now slowly move, just a little bit we'll do, to our next chapter of parallelograms. Okay. So the first part, they will talk about parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle, square, trapezium, isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium is something that I did not tell you. And isosceles trapezium is actually, no. So isosceles trapezium, just look here. Two sides equal, but you know, the better way to see an isosceles trapezium. Wait, just 1 minute. Make an isosceles triangle. Let's make an isosceles triangle. Rather, I'll take a shape, so it will be better for you to visualize it. Let's take an isosceles triangle. Is this an isosceles triangle? Now we want to make an isosceles trapezium. An isosceles trapezium is taken by taking a samurai sword and chopping off this head of this isosceles triangle with a strike which is parallel to the base. ऐसे पढ़ो तब समझ में आएगा. A, B, C, D. So in a trapezium, we should have two sides parallel to each other, and these two sides. Top part is not there. Isosceles trapezium was born out of an isosceles triangle. This part is not there. So in your books and all, beta, the diagram that they will be drawing for you on your books and everywhere, I don't see a trapezium shape out here. Okay, so in your book, the diagram will be drawn like this. And you will always, throughout your life, remember that this is isosceles trapezium. But this came from where? So be a samurai, take a samurai sword and just slice it parallel to the ground. Are we fine? So that also we have done. Okay, how many of you know the concept of transversal and parallel lines? Have you heard this before or not? Parallel lines and transversal. Co-interiors and those alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, because we will need that a lot. No, vertically opposite doesn't come there. Vertically opposite comes only with two straight lines. Okay. In fact, if you want to learn that, there is a grade 9 video on the channel. Grade 9, there's a chapter called Lines and Angles. Grade 9, there's a chapter called Lines and Angles. And on the very first video, that thing has been detailed. What we do is that you watch that video and come. Okay, it is there. You have to go to playlist and go to grade 9. Chapter's name is Lines and Angles. You will understand. If not, we will again study in our class also. Lines and Angles. And it is there right on the first video. you will find on this playlist there is something called parallel lines and transversal. Your homework today is this only. Go through parallel lines and transversals video. Grade 9. It is detailed fully. And if required, we will again learn that. You know how to search the video? It will be in grade 9. So why I'm saying? Because in grade 9, you will again study this. Same thing. Right? So then we can break today. And then we start with parallelograms in our next class. And this is the most important chapter. You will get majority of questions from here. Okay? And after we are done with parallelogram, we will see if we can get into direct and inverse variation. That's an interesting chapter. You will like to do it. Our next class will be on light. Please come with your science books on your. You did not need your science book. You can just come with your notebook. Science, you don't need to bring your textbook. That is tomorrow. Okay? It's job off. Right. Thank you then. And we join next class.